So, I thought I'd talk to you about another tile laying game. Yesterday I talked about Wasabi. Here's another tile laying game. This one's called Ingenious. It's got a board that looks like this. Ta-da! You get a bunch of, got all these tiles that have these kind of two hexagons joined up together, and they have different shapes on them. And you get a rack of them. You can put them in this rack, so you end up with a thing that kind of looks like you're playing a Scrabble hand, except instead of tiles with letters, you got these guys. And the way it works is, on your turn, you take one of your tiles and you figure out where on the board you want to place it. And you can actually place it anywhere on the board. You can place it here if you want. You want to score any points with it. What you're trying to do is put your tiles so that the symbols are next to similar symbols, or matching symbols. So let's say I put this here. So now this blue is next to some other blues. This orange hexagon thing's next to some other ones. And here's how you score. For each symbol, you go out in all 5 directions from all 5 sides. You know, this one right here between the two parts of the joined hexagons, that's not really a side. The other 5 sides, and you go out in a straight line and you count how many of the matching symbols are out. So go in this line here. Here's one here. So that's 1 blue point. I go here. Here's 2, 3, and then I have to stop here because there's a red thing. And this way, there's a blue over here, but that doesn't count because there's a red right directly next to it. So I'd get 1, 2, 3 blue points for that turn. For orange, I would get 1, 2 orange points. And you have this little score pad right here to keep score. So I'd go 1, 2, blue. No, 3. I got 3 for blue, and then 2 for orange, like that. So that's my score. Someone might go like this. Take one that's got 2 reds on it. And let's see, why don't we put this, let's put it right here. Just like that. So for this red, you just, oh, there's only 1. So there's 1 here, and this one's got 1, 2, 3. So 1 plus 3 is 4. So going on to my scoreboard here, I go 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 for red. And players keep taking turns putting tiles on the board until the board's all filled up and you can't put any more tiles on. And at the end of the game, you use this to figure out your score. Now your score in this game is your lowest numbered, or your lowest scored block. So let's say my score looked something like this. I had a lot of blues, middle of the road for greens and reds, and this orange is way up here, yellow maybe is way down here at 4, and purple is here at like 10. So it's not very balanced, right? I got stuff going all the way around, way up here and way down here. My score would be 4 points. Whatever your lowest scoring color is, that's your final score. So if I managed to get this all the way up to 12, my score would be 8. So someone could have all 18s, you know, but one way down here at 2, their score would be 2. Someone with all 3s would beat them. So it's whatever your lowest scoring. So you want to have some balance in here. If you do manage to get one of your blocks up to 18, you get a free turn, so you can kind of use that to your advantage as well. I like the scoring in this game. It works really well, and it provides for some interesting decisions. Maybe you notice that you're pretty good on reds, and there's your opponent's not doing so well in reds. Maybe you start blocking all the reds up so they can't score any red points, and they're trying to scramble around to get some reds. Or maybe you don't know that their reds are low, but little do you know they have one of these double-sided reds that they're going to use to get some reds at some point or something like that. Anyway, this is a really good game. It's a tiling game like Wasabi, but you know what? This game, I actually enjoy the gameplay more. After I play a game of Ingenious, I feel a little more game satisfied than I do with Wasabi. And I've had Ingenious for longer, so maybe it's because I'm more used to it. I like just the simplicity of the rules. It seems just like a very simple, elegant game. But there is something about Wasabi with little bowls and the menus and the recipes that I just like these components. And sometimes, you know, you just want to play a game that looks really fancy schmancy like Wasabi. So that's, you know, so I own both, and it's not like I'm always would rather play Ingenious over Wasabi. Sometimes I'd rather play Wasabi. I'd probably say I would be more likely to be in the mood to play Ingenious over Wasabi. But just wanted to show that, you know, sometimes fancy things like green Wasabi cubes and menus and stuff, you know, make a little bit of difference. I don't know, maybe if they had that in Ingenious, would it make a difference? I don't know. Maybe someone will make that game. Who knows? But I like both games, so I own both games, and I'm pretty happy about it. Anyhow, that's Ingenious. See ya.